Hey guys, this is Micah from Team Ironcore, and today I'm going to be deck profiling yet another Dragunity deck profile for this format. Cool, so first off I'm going to start out with the main deck and start out with monsters, but just kind of the basics. But 3 ducks, 3 phalanx, and 3 mistletoe. If you don't know kind of the combos, but this is what makes Dragunity, and you can make your rank 6s with this, also rank 8s easy. And then 2 cards that I absolutely, or this card that I absolutely love, I am running 2 of, and that is Dragunity Legionnaire. Gets over Ophion because you can equip a card to it, pop it. Also, I am running 1 Armades in the extra deck to be able to make it, and then it helps, since obviously the deck doesn't have Dragon's Ravine right now because it's banned, but getting that Phalanx back out of the graveyard and being able to go over the top with Mistletoe and making a rank 8. And then if you make Scrap Dragon, it's good fodder for popping Scrap Dragon. 3 Groot of the Wind Spirit. This speeds the deck up, also allows for rank 4 plays, being able to, if you Dragon Shrine your Phalanx and maybe have another win, or Dragon Shrine a wind monster, sorry, for instance your Tempest, and you have a Phalanx in hand, or maybe you don't have a Phalanx in hand, banish the Tempest out, get the Tempest effect, search out for Phalanx, make a rank 8, very easily in 1. Kind of moving on, but I'm running all 4 Dragon Rulers, no Curry Bandit, because this deck is not dragons, but obviously these are just staples in the deck, being able to make Big Iron Draco stack, and then Blaster and Tempest actually get their searches, and Tempest gets its search for pretty much every card in the deck. Currently 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Been debating about playing this, but if you all have seen the Wombo combo in last Dragunity format, you would come into it. And I'm not running a Zephyros, if you saw, because Zephyros is really dead right now and you can't really Dragon's Ravine it. I'm also not running the Gator because of that situation. And 2 Flame Veil guards. These are the targets for the Dragon Shrine, being able to Dragon Shrine 1 and then Dragon Shrine a Big Daddy to the graveyard. It's also nice, you can pop in with Blaster or summoning and making a rank 8, or excuse me, a level 8 Synchro. Moving on to spells and traps, or traps and spells, I guess. I am running just the big 4, the Bottomless Compulse, Torrential, and Solemn Warning as my back row. And then moving on to spells, as I mentioned before, 3 Dragon Shrine, being able to get your Big Daddies to the graveyard, or your Phalanx to the graveyard to be able to make Ducks plays. 3 cards of Consonance, since we are running 5 targets for it. And I'm also running 1 Gold Sarcophagus to be able to get those targets to my hand by banishing Tempest or Blaster and grabbing those targets. 3 Forbidden Lance. Back row protection. Obviously in Dragunity format you could run 3 Traps on, and I actually had 3 Traps on in here, but Lance is just a better overall card to have in the deck because it honestly stops more. 3 Soul Charge, because it has, like, you send a lot of cards to the graveyard, and being able to get them all back, and let's say you sync up with numerous cards and they finally get rid of those cards that you synced up for, you get them all back out with Soul Charge. And obviously this deck makes a lot of big beaters, and being able to get those back out of the graveyard is really, really good. Or grabbing a Red MD back and just winning the game with it. And then personal, I guess kind of personal tech, and love this, but I'm running the Instant Fusion. And along with the Instant Fusion, if you all know what this card is, it's Mavelus, and it's the level 4 Winged Beast fusion that you can run with the Instant Fusion to be able to make your Vajrayana plays much faster. So this is the build that I'm running. I am running the Instant Fusion Mavelus Dragunity Beast. And then moving on to the extra deck, as I showed you the Maveluses already, but I'm running 1 Armades, as mentioned before, for making the Legionnaire. This gets over hands. It also, if I know, because Geargia, I saw a couple of Geargia at the ARG event, but also gets over things like armor and stuff, and then it gets around Shaddolls when they come out, because they're all flip effects, so it gets rid of flip effects. Kind of staples, but 3 Vajrayana. It is again kind of a staple in the deck, being able to make your rank 6s or your 8s, and it also helps, it can get over pretty much anything in the game because it becomes a 38. Can double its attack. 1 Go-Yo Guardian, as if you watch many of my other videos, I'm throwing this in every single deck, and obviously this deck hoops out Go-Yo Guardian, so being able to make Go-Yo Guardian is really good. But moving on to my level 8s, the only 2 level 8s I'm running are Stardust and the Scrap Dragon. Normally these 2 survive for a long time, and if you have Red MD on the field, Scrap Dragon pop himself, to destroy one of their cards, bring it back, and keep popping their cards. It's really good. Moving on to Xyz, there aren't a lot, but just kind of staples. Exciton and 101 are my only rank 4s I am running. Being able, most of the time you go into synchros, but in the case if you have to have maybe an Insta-Fusion and a Garuda on the field, being able to go into one of these and know you have outs, it's really nice, or if you have to soul charge into them. And then rank 6s, I'm running 1M7, Wombo combos, being able to return the Mistleton back to your hand and make her rank 8. If you have a Mistleton and Ducks, and then the Phalanx, it becomes a M7 and a Stardust or Scrap Dragon. Running the 1 Erratic King of Atum. Atum is really good, searches out for your Red MD out of your deck, also your big dragons if you need them. I am not running the Gaia Charger. This normally turns into Scrap Dragon fodder, and I don't normally attack with it, honestly. It'll get put in defense a lot. 101 cannot get over it, as it is 2100 defense, and I can use it the next turn, or use its effects again the next turn. And then lastly, I'm running the Dracosack and the Big Eye from rank 7s, as I am running all 4 daddies. You might have saw that I'm not running a Debris Dragon in the main deck, and I actually was, until a few minutes ago, was running the Debris Dragon and the Star Eater. And it's just, like, I've been playtesting with it for a little while, but it just wasn't very good. Running, like, the Debris Dragon didn't really make a lot for me. I missed the Trident Dragion build, and I really wish that I, like, could run it, but it wasn't very good, it wasn't very consistent. So this was the best build that I found of it. Been playtesting online, been playtesting in person, been goldfishing and stuff, and playing against buds. But, thanks. If you guys want to rate, subscribe, and watch our other videos. Sounds awesome. Catch y'all later.